Oh, my bad. Yeah, I see what I have the perfect stand for construction happen. Wow.
All right. Anybody need help with either commands, command blocks, NPCs at the moment? What do you need help with?
So I want to know like how to make it toggle. So like if someone like if you want the person to do a maze in a certain amount of time.
That's a great question.
It's not possible.
No, it's possible. I'm trying to think of how the best way to do that would be. And that I don't have the. Do you know how? We'll use like a redstone clock. Do you know how to do that fairly well? And then what would you have happen at the end? Have it like blow up the... Alright, here's an idea. So the person who just asked that? So here's the idea, Matt. Do you know much about redstone and repeaters and stuff? Morning, Jason. So if you, and is it Kevin? Is that your name? What is it? Kenneth. So Kenneth might be able to help you. What he suggested, which I think is a great idea, is to create like a redstone clock with a whole long line of redstone with repeaters. And basically at the very end, I would have it have a command block that maybe triggers a TNT explosion that would explode the whole maze. So it would just blow up, and so would you, I guess, right? Is that one way to do it? Yeah, well, that too. I'm sorry, you could do that too. Just have, you're right, have the command block, well, you could have the command block do a kill at P.
Is there also another way so that when you touch water, you die? Is there like...
Wait, Eric, why are we...
Well, I mean, if you're going to do that, why don't you just make it lava? Try that. Anybody else need help with like a command or command block, something I could jump in your game and help you with easily enough? Hey, dinner beef. All right, so we're going to play a little round with Python if nobody's needing direct help right now. I'm super excited that that Python is now an option. So with regard to Python and Code Builder, when you hit the C for Code Builder, now Eliana, what did you end up doing with your code with Python? What did yours end up doing at the end? What was your whole code that you submitted? What did it do? Oh, it made block, and you had different types of blocks that all appeared when you walked. Okay, cool. So let's look at, we're going to go, that was the flower trail one you probably started with. All right, this is what one of the students did. Now, here's the cool thing these days with what they're adding to Minecraft Education Edition and Code Builder. So originally, it was just that you had the block-based tutorials. What was cool about that, and I'll show you this too, is that you can do the tutorial in block-based code. So here we have the, we're going to do the on-player walk, because this one is going to have us have something happen automatically when the player is walking. And what I want to show you, though, is we're going to get a place, we're going to put a block here, and we're going to change it to, they're saying dandelions, doesn't really matter. Why don't we make it, let's make it, we'll make it lilies of the valley. And see, it says 000 means it's going to place right where we are. So we can do that, and it'll just place it right where we are. What I really want to show you is how it converts it then to Python in a minute. Let's have more flowers, add a place just below the other one, and let's do another. Okay, that's fine. And if we do this, I think what it's going to do is alternate between the two. Let's say... Or we could always have it be that it goes, like, let's say, one to the west of where we are, so it would actually place these in two, you know, not right on top of each other, really. All right, so now, let's say, all right, we'll try this one in a minute too, but here we go. So when I'm in here now, and I start walking, and I look, I just created this little... These flowers are just following me and being created automatically. Okay? because I made a command that whenever I walk, it's going to place one of each of these flowers. And see how they are placing them next to each other? Now, like, I can't show you the JavaScript just yet because I'm still in this, but a whole bouquet. So copy the on-player walk. Oh, wait, so copy one of the places, right? And yeah, that's fine. So this would be just to keep putting in new types of flowers and stuff. And there we go, and maybe do it again. And make that a oxy daisy. Oopsie daisy. And then let's see what happens now. And there they were saying change its first 0 position to -1. Now replace them in rows. So that's what I was saying before. So like, let's say we do this and this. Okay. Now when I walk, I should have this nice row of different flowers. If I go this way and then turn around, I have this nice rows of flowers. Okay. Now I can go from here, and now I can go in here. This says JavaScript because that's the default for that. But if I go here, I could choose Python also. So I'm going to show this same code in Python. So basically, this one I can delete because we actually didn't end up using this here, so we don't need to see it. This code here is saying we're going to define a subroutine called traveled walk, and when we run this subroutine, it's going to do this, and it's basically player on traveled. When we walk, it's going to run this. Okay, so that's a real simple subroutine. I could now go right back into the code and go blocks.place. Let's see, what would we want to place now? Not a da-da-da, let's see.
How does that help with the story?
How about a acacia, what would it, sapling. Let's just see what happens with that, okay? So we're gonna place an acacia sapling, and then we have to tell it where, position, and let's say with our same idea here, and I don't like, they need to change this so it doesn't get in the way of your typing, but that's all right. -4, 0, 0. Okay, now I just told it to do essentially that. Now, when I run the code, as long as there are no errors, it should now, see how it's also placing saplings? So now it's placing all these different things essentially in a row. Great way to create a quick farm, too, if you wanted to decorate your house. Now, I believe if I go back to block also, because I have no errors in my syntax, it will add that back in as it understands it. Sometimes it'll tell you that it's going to add it in just as code. Okay, so let's take a little screenshot of this and a little screenshot of this, just so we see. Okay, so that's the basics. Now, similarly, and I'll show you this, we could have, if I go home here, I could also go to Flower Trail and decide to do the tutorial from start in Python, and now it'll talk me through typing the Python code. So I'm going to hit OK, and now it's telling me what it means here is it says def on traveled. Okay, that's defining the subroutine or the function. Then pass just means we're going to put something in there in a little while, but I think that's just a little placeholder. And then player dot on traveled walk on. See, it's so funny. That part drives me nuts. On underscore traveled. Oh, I can't wait either. When can you show me? Or is it top secret still? So here's that part, right? So there we go. Now it's going to tell us to now place the actual code in there for the function. So it's saying to place this flower. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, put them wherever you'd like. You know what I mean? And all you do is make sure you remember that you're in World Builder when you place them. But you could have NPCs all over. Yep. Yep. Wow. Oh, no way. Are you working on some ray tracing? I wonder, that hasn't come out yet. I'm dying to see. I don't think it's come out yet, right? But anyway. Blocks.place. Yellow flower. And then the position. 0, 0, 0. And it's always good to see my error-y type things go away. And now we can actually play this, and it should do this much, I believe. Now this should be just yellow flowers. Yep, see that? Oh, now you got me very intrigued. There's Fred Flintstone over there. So I did that much, right? And then again, this is very similar to doing the other one with the code, but now we can actually do it. And I like, you know, let's get smart about this too. I'm going to copy and paste some of the code and just change this to Oxeye Daisy, which I think is a real thing. Oxeye Daisy. Oh, really? So when, all right, I hear you. When will that be released? I gotta get my kids playing that again after school, come to think of it. That's gonna happen soon. Nah, what? Aren't you kind of building in Minecraft right now?
What if they're doing game stuff?
I hope they're not.
Why?
Why? I mean, I hope they're working on their game, right? Well, then, right. Then they wouldn't be using their time. They would be not staying on task, correct?
Yeah, but GameStar was one of the.
Oh, GameStar? I thought you said game. I thought you said something else. Okay, you're right. They totally could use GameStar mechanic. Yes.
Hey guys.
All right. So there we go. Now we go back again, and let's see what else they want us to do in the tutorial. Did that. So now they're having us do more again, and we can type it, or we can, So the cool thing about this to me is that as I start dabbling more, then even though I'm copying it in a sense from a tutorial now, I'm starting to get the sense of that code and the syntax and how it would work. So, and now let's see, now we got more, blah, 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 da, 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 all the flowers everywhere. And, see, this is what we've said before about the let's change these so that it just changes so they're in a row, right? And all this should start to make sense. The position, this position is relative to me. Oh, well, it's, yeah, which is interesting because I guess I would have to do the world position if, let's see. I wonder if that, I wonder if position, we gotta figure that out another time, like what the absolute position is. So there we go. So now again, we're back to making rows. Bedrock commands so bad compared to, well, yeah. I mean, for using with Education Edition, it's definitely better off that we use. Oh, look at that! They fell, and then. All right, and now. So again, with my kids, then what I would do is once we go to finish here, I would now add other stuff. Like, let's see what else we want to add. I have an idea. Let's go to gameplay, and they have these cheaty things here too. So like, let's say I bring this in, gameplay. So now. I think I would still, let's see if it does this automatically, because we would know for sure right now, because it would clear it up. Yeah, so I just do that as the code I can. If I want to decide when it's going to do it, I would do def, define on, define weather clear, and then I would do, I think it's player on chat. Chat. Oops. I hope this works. Weather clear, player on chat, and then not on chat, but weather clear. And likewise, let's do def time day, and then That's would be this too. Gameplay set. Oh, gameplay time set. Wait. Time set. Daytime day. Okay. And then player dot on chat. Oops, they love to do that to me. I don't want that. Let's call this time day. Just something like that and see what happens. Okay? So now it's nighttime now. If I do time day. Uh-oh. That didn't work very well. Let's see.
I was 7,000 meters in the air.
Ha! You can be. Why isn't this working? Let's see.
Wait, so when you get a command block and you do slash...
Oh, I did on jump. Wait, hold on 1 second. Player on chat. Wait. That was silly too. Oh, I see. Weather.
I'm gonna see if I'm still falling.
Clear. And then time, day. Let's see if that works. Time, day. Now let's try it. I didn't have the right time. Whoops. Alright, there we go. So that worked. So there you go. So we start to learn the syntax and add to this. And I just added these by playing around. There's so much. Oh, and here's the thing I was talking about. Remember world versus, which is so interesting because look, if I do this, I didn't want it there actually. That's funny. It wants it to be. I guess I should have hit. But anyway, that would be the world position versus if I bring in just this one should just say position, I guess. Yeah, that's the difference. So it's world position. So you really do get to get the hang of it after a little while. So that's cool. Anybody need some help or want me to jump into their game and help you with either commands, command blocks, NPCs? No? All right, I'm gonna stop our stream for now, but thanks for watching, gang. I'm gonna help these kids walk around and stuff. Have a great day.